Today's news for you, growing a garden in a box. Mike Wilson is with Jim Nursery.
Box.
Here is the box.
The box.
Okay, so the idea is saves on time, saves on space.
Yes.
Obviously, walk us through what you have here.
And you can have one of these anywhere. This is for display purposes. Obviously, it's 4x4 and it's made out of pine, but you can make them out of anything, out of metal, out of any kind of wood. It can even be treated as long as it was treated wood after 2009. The treatment won't hurt anything. If you have treated lumber prior to that, you can line the side of it. You can be any length or any width. The point is when you have a raised bed, you can put it anywhere. Now, this has a grid pattern for square foot gardening, but you don't have to use that. I have it laying here just to show you, but if you had, like this was a herb garden, or maybe like if you had small tomatoes, salad tomatoes and small plants, you could do that like on a patio, but you don't have to use this. Now, the deal, though, is your box needs to be at least 8 inches in depth. Okay. It can be deeper, but it has to be 8.
At least 8
because that will hold the root ball of whatever you're doing, and enough soil and enough drainage, all right, for anything you're going to plant.
What kind of soil do we put in?
Well, you want good, highly enriched soil, organic soil, like you would in a garden in the yard. Whatever you would plant there, you would do the same thing here. And you said something earlier about, doesn't it have to have a bottom? Well, no, if you had a bottom, then it wouldn't be able to drain. Right. Or if you have a bottom, it needs to be drainable, or then you're going to run into a problem.
Let's take a look at some of the Facebook questions. When I told people on my Facebook page today that Mike was going to be here, one viewer said that she has, this is her 4th year of square foot gardening in a raised bed. She says it works great and you get a lot of vegetables with very little space. So thanks, Veronica, for that comment. Another comment that we had, this one says, when are we supposed to plant tomato plants and what kind in a box? That was from Susan. And then finally, Laura gave us a question on my Facebook page saying, when building your garden box, should you use treated wood? And you touched on that, and give the year again.
Let me say that one more time on treated, because a lot of people are worried about that. If you had your wood treated after 2009, they changed the preservative, if you will, it won't have any effect in getting in your soil and doing anything. If you use treated lumber prior to that, just line your box. You can just take in polyethylene. You can even take trash bags and just line it so this doesn't leach out into your soil.
And then on the tomatoes, if you're going to do a big tomato, obviously it would have to be outside the box, but this could be good for maybe cherry tomatoes?
Cherry, salad tomatoes, something small.
And what time of year? She needs to
Now, you can do that now. Yeah, you ought to be planting your garden now. In fact, we're doing our garden. We're hopeful that John told me that there's no more frost, so you know we're going. We live and die by John. He's over there laughing. So John better be right.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
But anyway, so you know you can do it now.
Thank you, thank you. All right, to watch the full interview with Mike Wilson, again, follow me on Twitter at Dawndy WISTV. Also, and there's a full screen graphic for this. You can click like on my Facebook page, Dawndy Mercer Plank WISTV. You'll find my daily interviews here. Mike Wilson, thank you.